I don't want to follow someone who's good, so this might suck. I've never brought fans to an open mic, so if I bomb, I'm gonna feel awful. For some reason, I get pleasure out of watching people fail. That's why I could never be a teacher. I would get way too much joy out of failing kids. Like a good teacher is supposed to tell the dumb kids that they have potential. I wouldn't be able to do that. Instead of an F, the kid would just see a giant shit streak in the first page of his test. And in the comment section, you'd probably see, get started on delivering pizza and tell your parents their DNA sucks. I would know about failing, though. I've been going to college for 10 years and I still haven't finished my bachelor's degree.
So true.
Every time I try to do research for my papers, I get hooked on clicking every related video on YouTube, and before I know it, it's 2 hours till the deadline, so I just use what I found. Mr. Delato, your paper was on the Renaissance. You wrote 7 pages about ants and rocket ships. And my work life isn't much better. I've had 7 jobs and I've been fired from 5 of them. I think at this point, the only person who doesn't realize I don't have any skills is me. I could maybe become a motivational speaker where after I'm done giving my speech, the host of the event would say, "See kids, now don't do anything he just said." Or I can always end up as a prostitute and discover I have a skill in sucking dick for crack. And not money for some reason. When I wrote that, it made sense. I own a motorcycle and I've skydived, but buzzing the hair off my balls is still by far the scariest thing I've ever done. I always imagined myself being a superhero, but then I remember that I'm way too angry to be one. I'd probably end up on the news every day. This just in. Superman has thrown a car at someone because the person wouldn't hold the door open for it. Or a dick. I'll do a feminist bit. We got a lot of girls here. I'll get my message out. Feminists piss me off. Feminists piss me off because they always argue with reality. If you tell a feminist, look, your value in our society is based on how you look. If you want high value, you gotta look good. A feminist will argue with you, yell at you, fight you, tell you personality is important and all that bullshit. You tell a guy, look, your value in our society is based on how much money you have. If you want high value, you gotta have a lot of money. Guy just goes, okay, got it, get money. No argument. But feminists think they're arguing with us. You're not arguing with us. You're arguing with our penises. We're just following orders. And if you think I'm stubborn, try having an argument with my penis. My penis has never changed its mind once since I've known it. I've known it for a very long time. I used to do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Got a couple grapplings. If you don't know what that is, it is a grappling martial art where 8 guys get crammed together in a small, sweat-filled room without their shirts on, and then proceed to put each other in extremely homoerotic positions, all while telling the other guy that he's gay. I've had many more guys touch my junk fingers. We actually don't even grapple. We just have sex with each other and then read in the sex position so no one finds out. This bit, no one has laughed at this bit ever, but I just love it too much to get rid of it. Anytime I watch someone attempt something really dangerous, I pray for the worst possible outcome. Like if there is a performer walking across a tightrope above a shark tank or something, and everyone's hoping he doesn't slip, I'm just sitting there chanting, please fall, or hoping the shark jumps up and gets him, or a rock from outer space hits him. Anything it takes to get that guy in that shark tank and get eaten by those sharks, that's what I'm there for. The world isn't ready for that bit. I'll try a new bit out. So every city, every week I go to the city to do an open mic. And when you go to the city, you'll be begged by homeless people. And I'll only give money to a homeless guy if he puts on a really good performance. So if a guy gets on the train and makes an announcement to everyone where he's trying to convince us that this piece of paper he's holding is his medical bill, I'll give him some money. Or if he's completely honest and just tells me it's for meth straight out, I'll give him some money. But then the second homeless guy gets to me, and I don't have any small bills left, so I either have to ask a homeless man for change, which makes me look like a dick to everyone on the train, or I end up having to give him a 5 or a 10. But now that I've given the second guy a 5 or a 10, I gotta go on to the city and track down the first fucking guy, because the first guy was black, and now I'm a racist, because I didn't give him as much money as the second guy. It's more of a story. Many of you may not agree with this bit, but these are my thoughts, so I have to say them. I lost my virginity at 24, which I know a lot of people consider crazy. When you're a 24-year-old male who's never had sex, you get the impression from everyone around you that sex is the answer to all your problems. But after I had sex, I had actually just added an additional problem. I had just found out that the top of the mountain was so not what I was told. I'd rather eat Reese's Cups than have sex. In fact, if you showed me two 24-year-old individuals, one who's never had sex and one who's never had a Reese's Cup, I would go to the Reese's Cup kid and be like, what the fuck have you been doing with yourself? Do you know these things exist? I then understood why that 650-pound virgin who lost hundreds of pounds to have sex gained all his weight back. He must have been like, oh, fuck no, and then rolled his ass back down the mountain, eating everything in his path. How much time do I have left? I used to have dreams of becoming a professional competitive gamer, but after suffering from arthritis at the age of 28 from excessive masturbation, I've decided to pursue my other dream of becoming a potato. So here I am. Thank you.